Hi, this is Dr. Tochi with today's dream interpretation. And remember, if you need to get a dream interpretation from me, you can go to my website at tochi.us/consultations, click on dream interpretation, send in your dream interpretation, and you will get a PDF of that interpretation, something that you can keep and read on your own. Understand that when you book the dream interpretation, you're not getting to have an appointment with me. It's going to set up an appointment, it's going to ask you to set up an appointment, but that's just a placeholder to remind me to do your interpretation. So it doesn't mean that we have a meeting, so you don't need to worry yourself about getting ready to meet with me to interpret your dream. So you just set it up, send it in, I do the interpretation and send it right back to you. Okay. All right. So what's today's dream that we're going to think about or talk about? Pardon me. It's about seeing children in your dreams. Now, children can represent a lot of things, depending on the dream context and also depending on the culture. Okay, so different cultures have different interpretations that can be applied. And that's why when I ask you to answer the questions for the dream interpretation, let's say you went to my website and ordered a dream interpretation, it's important that you answer the questions that are there because it provides the spiritual, cultural, physical, context for interpreting your dream. And I say this because two people may dream of the same thing, but depending on their cultural context, their religious background, their spiritual beliefs, those dreams, even though they dreamt about the same thing, will mean two different things. Okay? So when we see children in dreams, it is important to pay attention to what the children are doing. Also to pay attention to the children's mood or the child's mood. Is a child or children happy, sad, frustrated, enraged, angry? That gives a good clue as to what that dream is all about. Okay? It is a generally fortunate dream to see happy children. Pregnant women may have dreams of children announcing that they're going to have children, okay? And so they may have children showing up, playing, eating, coming and hugging them, and things of that nature. Now, a man who doesn't get pregnant may also have that dream when his female partner is pregnant. So it's just an announcement, just a confirmation letting you know what's coming down the pipe. Now, another happy dream with children is, let's say you've done a ritual and you're wondering how that ritual went, and you have a lot of happy children showing up or a happy child showing up. You can rest assured that your ritual was accepted by the spirit guide or guides that you directed that ritual to. Children can also show up as a warning. Okay, there are times that people will have dreams and they will see these children coming and giving them explicit warnings. And so if you have that kind of dream where you have children coming in and giving you an explicit warning, I suggest that you pay attention. Okay, pay attention to what you're being told in that dream. Now, if you dream of children just playing, you're observing them playing, that's also a good dream. It just lets you know that all is well in your environment, all is well around you. Your spirit guides are on point. There are some times we will dream of children, and those children we're dreaming about are representative of our spiritual companions. And remember that the human spirit, does not age. It is ageless. And so there are some times we will dream of our companions or even dream about ourselves, but in a childlike form. It is because of the everlasting nature of the human spirit. So, for those who do work with their spiritual companions, it's not unusual for you to have dreams of children. Now, the other side, if you are dreaming of children and they're angry, they are sad, they're crying, that more often than not is a warning. Okay, so you need to start paying attention to what's going on around you. It could also mean that someone or some people very close to you are getting the short end of the stick. They're not being treated nicely or fairly, so you need to look into that. And the fact that these children are showing up in this dream, in your dream, means that this is something that you need to take care of yourself. Okay. There are sometimes you might have dreams and the children will reveal secrets, and the secrets are not very nice secrets. Again, this is a kind of dream that you need to be paying attention to. Don't blow it off. Don't say, oh well, I guess I had one drink too many or something like that. No. When children show up in the dream, it's very, very important for you to pay attention to that. Okay. Crying children usually represent distress. Okay. There's pain, there's suffering, there's distress going on, and you need to get to the bottom of it. There are sometimes you might dream of a child homeless, hungry, out in the streets, not well treated, and your attention is being drawn to this. There is something very close to you or someone very close to you who needs your attention before it is too late, okay? Or before things get out of hand. So you need to pay attention to that. Other dreams where you might have crying children is like when a woman, for instance, might have a miscarriage, okay? She might have a dream of crying children. The man might have that depending on how close he is to the pregnant woman that had the miscarriage. Now, I know some people at this point are going to say, well, how about when women have abortions? They may or may not have dreams of crying children, but it doesn't mean that the woman is guilty or she's being condemned. Okay, that's not what that means. Condemnation dreams are usually very direct, and there will usually be a direct conversation around that. Now, having said that, remember that a lot of women belong to oppressive cultures, oppressive patriarchal cultures, and their dreams might be colored by the dogmas of that patriarchy. So you might have a woman who is just having this sense of guilt about her abortion, or even having some sense of guilt about her miscarriage, and just having those kind of dreams with crying children and stuff like that. She may come to some kind of religious notion that she is guilty or she ought to be blamed or pillarized for that event. And I want to let you know that that's not true. Understand that a lot of our dreams are colored by our cultural, religious, spiritual backgrounds, okay? So remember what I said at the beginning of this video. It's very important to know these things before you give an interpretation, because there are lots of people who are out here in these streets just giving interpretations willy-nilly. Oh, everybody who dreams of this, it must mean this. That's not true. That is not true. There is no one size fits all when it comes to dream interpretation. There is no cookie cutter for dream interpretation. So that's why you have to be very careful when you're having someone interpret a dream for you, or you are doing the dream interpretation, that you're taking all these things into consideration. I invite you to go to my YouTube channel, Dr. Tochi, to see more free dream interpretations, even on this platform where you're watching this video. Let me know in the comments section what you think about today's topic of children in dreams.